Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing on the new oil primer from PAC Cosmetics, and this is how the packaging it comes in. And again today, as you can see, I have different background altogether, and hopefully this will be the last time that I am filming in the different background. So yeah, apart from that, let's talk about what are oil primers. For those who don't know, oil primers in simple language are primers but in an oil format. So oil primers will moisturize your skin, it will hydrate your skin, at the same time it will keep your makeup stay fresh for a long period of time like any normal primer would do. And oil primers are mostly meant for dry skin types, those who have very dry skin, and normal primers usually dry out their skin. So that's where oil primers come in handy, because as I mentioned, this will hydrate your skin as well as it will keep your makeup stay fresh for a long period of time. So yeah, and if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. Please do subscribe and join the family. And now let's quickly move on to the review of this primer. So the oil primer from PAC Cosmetics comes in a packaging like this. This has some graphic patterns on the packaging, and here is also the price tag of the product. So this primer retails for 795 rupees and you get total of 20 ml of product. And about the packaging that I've noticed with most of the PAC products is that they do not have a lot of information about the product or what the product is supposed to be doing or how to apply the product. Just like in this packaging, there is only mention about the ingredient list and nothing else. Like there is nothing written about how to apply or what this primer should do and what should we expect from this primer. Nothing really like that. But it does not mean that I don't know how to apply certain products. But for those people who are new to makeup and for those people who are trying this primer for the first time, they may not even know how exactly to use this primer and how much to use this and what exactly should they expect from this primer. So yeah, that's about the packaging, and that I've noticed for almost all the PAC products that I own till now. So yeah, and now coming to the texture and the consistency of this primer. So consistency wise, this primer almost feels like any moisturizer but in oil form. But it does not mean that you can skip on your moisturizer like regular moisturizer. Do not do that, because this is the primer and not the moisturizer. So you should not consider that, oh, if this primer moisturizes my skin, I should skip onto my moisturizer. No, it's not like that. And this primer has a really orangey citrusy sort of smell, which I really like, and it also goes away after some time of application. So if you have very sensitive nose, then this will not bother you. After like 20 seconds or so, smell of this primer will go away. I personally like to use this primer like one drop, and sometimes one drop on the forehead as well, and then massage it in after I have applied my moisturizer. And at first this primer may feel a little bit oily because this is an oil primer, but once you start blend it in, it just gets absorbed very quickly and it does not make your face feel greasy or oily in any way. So that's a good thing. And if you're someone who has really oily skin, then I will suggest you to take really little amount of this primer and then work it into the skin, because otherwise it can make your skin go oily a little bit faster. So yeah, that's about that. And now coming to the main part, whether this primer keeps your makeup stay fresh for a long period of time or no. Well, if you follow me for some times now, you will know that almost for all the tutorials I have only used this primer, and not only on camera but also off camera I have used this primer quite a lot of times, also with different foundations, just to see that how it works against all the different foundations. With this primer I have noticed very little bit of the difference in how my foundation stays or how my foundation wears up to certain times. Like usually my foundation will wear up to 6 or 6.5 hours without any primer underneath. But with this primer I have noticed that my foundation will stay up to 7 hours intact. After 7 hours of timeline, I have noticed a little bit of the fading from my nose, and my nose area is the area where my foundation tends to wear off the quickest. And if any primer keeps my foundation on my nose for a long period of time, then I consider that primer is very good. But this primer does not really do the job that well, but it definitely does keep my foundation up to 7.5 hours, which I also think is a really good time, especially this summer times where we usually sweat a lot, and on that time if this primer keeps my foundation up to 7 hours, that also is a really good time for me. So yeah, this primer also keeps my foundation stay up to a really good time. And to quickly sum up this video, I would say that PAC should include more information about the product on their packaging. Second is that if you're oily skin, then use lesser amount of this primer, especially this summer season, because otherwise it can make you look oily more faster. But if you're dry skin, then you can use this primer any way you like, but make sure you're moisturizing your face beforehand, whether you're dry skin or oily skin. Moisturizing is really important. And yeah, that's it I guess. And if anything onto this primer I have missed, then I will have the update in the description box below, so do check the description box out. Also leave me a comment below if you have used this primer before and what you think about this primer, or whether you like this primer or not, and all that stuff. And yep, that's all for today's video. And as usual, if you guys have enjoyed watching this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have any video requests, please leave them in the comments below. And yep, I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.